Okay, so good, big news, big news. I guess one, my dog Daisy just came in, and two, Piggy updated. Yay, Piggy updated! Hooray! Piggy updated once again and stuff. With another campaign. Now, if you remember from like Christmas time and stuff, the whole Pigmas thing. You remember the Mr. P plushie campaign where makeshift, where Team I2R collabed with makeshift to make the Mr. P plushie, which I actually have. It is right on my table. Bam! I got but yeah, the Mr. P plushie came in like a month ago by now, and yeah, I Mr. P, stuff like that. Um, the more plushies people basically bought, the more rewards, the more the milestone would increase and stuff, and basically would get rewards like the turret event and stuff, the Shibidi alternative skin, and most importantly, the Mrs. P skin quest. If you don't remember from a few months ago, as well, So yeah, if we go all the way over here, what damn, boom! I still have the Mrs. P, I still have the Mrs. P skin equipped. So, yeah, and yeah, now Piggy again has another campaign, again with makeshift with the AJ Alpaca, I think that's his name, from Pig 64. This is a Pig 64 campaign now and stuff, pretty much. So yeah, see here, campaign, and yeah. It's not really fully loaded in yet. Okay, yeah, so right here, right here. So, the Pig 64 campaign, and yeah, again, with the campaign, from like the Mr. P plushie right here, the more people buy the AJ Alpaca plushie from makeshift, of course, the more this little jar will basically rise and stuff, like yeah, now it's already at like 1,140,500 coins already. And no, obviously that's not like the amount of plushie people bought and stuff. That's pretty much like something like one plushie equals like 200,000, or like maybe 1,000 coins or something, like whatever how much coins each like plushie people buy. Well, you get the point. But yeah, so yeah, we already got the build mode survivor skins, the build mode event, and there's going to be an ability, a trap skin, and the mouse key, which is most likely supposed to be for Pig 64, which will probably do some whole skin quest, skin thingamajiggy and stuff pretty much. And I'm assuming from this, yeah. So basically, we have like about 24 days to complete this whole thing and stuff, but before it's completely gone. And yeah, there was also this other little thing right here, the crate. So basically, what would happen? Yeah. So it basically just explains right here, So, yeah. So super important info. AJ Alpaca and friends have entered the real world. Grab the AJ plushie and avatar pin pack, available now on Makeshift. Search Team I2R on makeshift.com to get yours. Each purchase adds coins to the community jar, helping unlock free in-game rewards for everyone. Work together to collect Piggy tokens, open the mysterious crate, and discover what's inside. And it basically says right here, AJ plushie equals 1,500 coins. And the Pig 64 pin pack is 1,000 coins. So I'm assuming both of these are just separate for each other and stuff, So, yeah, and this is again a pretty cool campaign and stuff. Like, this time it's for Pig 64. I wonder what could be possibly next. Like who even knows what I'm saying at this point. And yeah, basically, I think last time I checked, it was supposed to be like something like 60 million Piggy tokens. Yeah, basically people had to escape and stuff. Escape maps to basically get Piggy tokens, and then once you get once you got all the Piggy tokens, you would open the black mysterious crate, that being this bad boy. And yes, you see that right, Shipwrecked 64. Now, if you don't know what Shipwrecked 64 is, you good, Days? She's fine. But yeah, Pig 64, or basically just Team I2R, officially collabed with Shipwrecked. Yeah, don't mind Daisy, she always does that. But yeah, Team I2R officially collabed with Shipwrecked 64, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a kind of like an ARG, inspired by something like Mario 64, pretty much and stuff, And yeah, Beings from the Beyond, you know, and this is obviously supposed to be for like a little Shipwrecked 64 collab, which is honestly pretty goddamn cool. And this was all kind of hinted and stuff a few months back, you know, with you know, the first reveal of Pig 64, you know, and the creator of Shipwrecked, you know, 64, you know, commenting on it and stuff, you know, like yeah, so. Yeah, we got two skin quest, I guess skin quests, or just, you know, like little whatever skins, like just collab skins pretty much and stuff, you know. We got Horns, and we have to unlock 64 events, which is pretty much, you know, you just have to, you know, unlock like events and stuff, like, you know, like placing the plank in you know, chapter 1, or unlocking the green door in chapter 2, you know, something like that, you know. You just have to do that 64 times, and boom, you did. So I'm probably just gonna like play chapter 12, you know, chapter 12 plant, you know, because that, I'm pretty sure that has like about 20 items, so like just playing about 5 rounds and then I'll just get that. And for this one, Vulture, which you have to survive 64 minutes, escapes minus 3 minutes, you know. So yeah, I'm assuming and stuff, you know, you just have like, I'm guessing like in rounds you just have to survive the minutes, and then escaping like decreases minutes as well, pretty much, you know. And yeah, like once you do these, you'll basically get these 2 skins right here, you know, in the skins menu, you know. Horns with a Z and Vulture, you know, which I'm assuming, you know, the skins were helped made by, you know, Shipwrecked 64, of course, you know, like the creator Squeaks, whatever his name was again and stuff, you know. But honestly, this is very cool and stuff, you know. So yeah, I'm clearly in a private server with my alt account and stuff, you know, so that we can make this faster. And obviously, I'm not gonna turn this into like some piggy, like, you know, so I'm obviously not gonna turn this into some just some rain, like, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't really speak right now. I'm just excited for this little update, pretty much. Yeah, and I'm gonna worry about like those campaign rewards, you know, once like all of them officially come out and stuff, you know. Because, you know, I don't want to make, like, too many videos, like, not too many videos about, you know, just the same, you know, you get it, you know. So, yeah. So, for, you know, the Horns, again, you just have to unlock 64 events, whether that be, you know, like, you know, unlocking, like, you know, placing on the plank, or, like, you know, put in the pink file and stuff, you know. Yeah, you know. I wish to be alone, but your memories continue to torment me, you know. Yeah, Mr. P Plushie over here. You were just about as stubborn as I was when I tried to save my wife. I'm a simp, but this time I will stop you as I should have stopped myself. Right. So anyways, so yeah, so we're once again we're obviously just gonna play, you know, chapter 12 plant for a few times and stuff to simply, you know, just unlock 64 events, and then we'll get the horn skin, and then once we collect both skins, we'll obviously pretty much just well, obviously, you know, just check out the skins, pretty much. And again, I'm going to worry about the campaign rewards once all of them come out and stuff, you know? Like, so that I can review all, so that I can check them all out, all at once, you know? Yeah, hope that makes sense. So, yeah. And of course, I'm a Piggy Pro. I've been playing since, like, you know, like, 2020, you know? Like, the way beginning, you know? To the point where, you know, yeah. Been playing 2020 since, you know, little brother was still there. Yeah, that's how long it was. I was like 9 or 10 years old when I still played. I need to stop, like, reminding you guys about that. Just saying, Piggy Pro over here. Let me just, oh boy. Ah, nope. Nope. You back the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright, so, yeah. I'm obviously just gonna have my account here and stuff, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty positive that, like, you know, like the chapters, like, plans and, you know, like lab and stuff, like they have like about 20 items, which like as much as it might take a while and stuff, you know, for something like that, you know, like I seen some other YouTubers saying, you know, like pick, you know, gallery, you know, because, you know, it's like an easy map. But I like, you know, if you wanted to do more faster and stuff, you know, I definitely recommend picking something like, you know, plant or lab, but definitely a little more like plant and stuff, you know, because it's a lot more easier compared to lab and stuff. Yeah. Alright, boom. I'm just gonna fuck around and find out to go over here. Alright. Boom. Boom. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm gonna just... Bye-bye. I will never forget, like, I will never forget, like, those days, you know, when these chapters, like, officially came out and stuff, you know. Those were legit, like, good times. I'm not even kidding. I still especially remember that time when, you know, Piggy had, like, 1 million players at once, you know, when Chapter 12 came out. Yeah. Yeah, I've also heard, a little birdie told me that Grow a Garden got 5 million players at once. Yeah, that's, like, more than, like, Dead Rails and stuff, you know, or even, like, Blox Fruits. Like, I haven't heard of it, I haven't played the game at all, you know? But, like, how? It's just growing a garden? Or is there something addicting to that game? Like, crack or something? Like, I don't know, man. Alright. But yeah, I obviously got, you know, the streamer mode on. AKA just, like, non-copyrighted music. So, yeah. Let's just, oh, yeah, of course, I can use the sprint and stuff. Alright. This road, I forgot the fucking lyrics. Alright. Oh boy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye. Alright. Will do. Come here, son of a bitch. Boom. Oh, and I do like that, you know, they also changed the Mrs. P picture and stuff, you know. I also realized that. Alright, so now, I'm pretty positive that if you go back here... Yeah, see, pretty much there. Boom, there we go, you know. So, yeah, about 20 items and stuff, you know, in, you know, playing and stuff. Which, according to my, like, you know, according to my little research before, my knowledge... Plant and Lab have both the same amount of items, but, you know, like, the most items out of, like, any chapter at all, you know, so... yeah, so you basically just have to do the, like, you know, if you're playing something like Plant or Lab, you have to do is, like, pretty much, I don't want to, like, you know, use my phone, so, like, you have to do this, like, I already did it once, so, that being... about 4 times, pretty much. You have to do this 4, yeah, so, yeah, and also this one right here, you know. I basically survived, like, you know, I guess, like, you know, 6 minutes and stuff, you know. I escaped, and, no, fuck, I, you know, survived 4 minutes, pretty much, and then I escaped, and then it got 3 minutes, so, yeah, so you basically have to just play a few rounds and stuff. This probably won't take up that much time of your life and stuff, your little precious life and stuff. This might really not take you a while if you like been playing Piggy, you know, obviously for a while. You know, especially for like someone like me, you know, you're like the Piggy bro and stuff, you know, someone like Creek Crap pretty much. Yeah, we're like those Piggy speedrunners, you know. So yeah, I don't know if I should probably, you know, just record, you know, my progress and stuff. Maybe from time to time, I guess. I don't even know. I mean, hell, like this video is already like 13 minutes and stuff, so you know, like when I'm close to being done, I'll probably, you know, like come back to you guys. So deuces. And boom, fa-da-da, I did it. Hooray. So now I just need to survive like 33 more minutes to yeah, I just need to survive 33 more minutes so that I can get the Vulture and then I can review both skins. So yeah, what I basically did for like the last one, so I completed, like, Chapter 1 house, you know, I unlocked everything, I basically waited for almost all the 10 minutes, escaped, and boom, I just, like, got myself, like, 13 minutes, so, with that logic, like, 46, so basically, like, 3 more rounds about that, so it's gonna take me, like, a half an hour, dear God. Alright, maybe I'm doing the math wrong, I don't know, whatever. Would 2 times speed, like, 2 timer speed count, you know, like, would that, like, you know, just count at the same time? Eureka. Okay, let's see. There we go. Boom. Got both of the skins, you know, for the little shipwreck Shipwrecked 64 collab. Beans from Beyond. Horns with a C, and Vulture. So yeah, I'm assuming now we go back over here. Yeah, these are supposed to be skins, I'm pretty sure. Pretty positive. So if we go like back over here, boom, there they are. Horns with a C and Vulture. Wow. Okay then. So this is Horns with a C, yeah, that's the first skin that you get. You have to like open 64 event, and you get the horns with a C skin. Wow. And then now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure this is actually from Shipwrecked 64. If I'm not mistaken, I honestly can't remember. Like, isn't it like that one Wendigo from like the that part in Shipwreck 64 where you have to find the logs and stuff. I swear to God, it looks familiar to that. I honestly don't know. I don't know if these are from the original game, just put into Piggy, but I don't honestly know. But oh, well, I'm playing on like my iPad, so yeah. So like let's see like the point of view with yeah. So like yeah, this is what it pretty much looks like, I guess. Yeah. Wow. Oh, see another appearance, and yeah, it looks like Vulture's like some kind of like crow, Grim Reaper kind of person, Alright, yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, again, imagine just, imagine just showing this to, like, a Piggy fan in, like, like, 2020, Imagine just showing anything, like, today, like, to a Piggy fan in, like, 2020 that, like, has been playing, like, that like, when only Chapter 1 existed and stuff, pretty much. Yeah, very crazy. Okay, then, wow. Wow, so this is, Vulture, like the Grim Reaper Crow, whatever, again, I don't know if the, as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna search them up real quick, and see if they're actually in the game and stuff, because I feel like I've seen these, like, in, like, videos I've watched before, like Horns. Okay, yeah, so Horns does exist in, Shipwreck 64. See, like, I'm looking at it right now, see? Yeah, this is from Shipwreck 64. So, yeah, so now what about Vulture, though? I don't think I've seen him before, though, so... Okay, so, okay, yeah, so Reaper does exist as yeah, Reaper does exist as well, so... both of these characters are from Shipwreck 64 and stuff, which is pretty cool, it's pretty much, like the monsters, but in, Piggy, which is honestly, like, very cool and stuff, obviously it has, like, a completely different style compared to, like, actual Piggy skins, obviously because they're, 64 style, 64 bits, so, anyways, let's just, see, like, this. Damn. Wow, those are really cool. Okay, yeah, so this was just a little collab between, Pig 64, Team I2R, and, yeah, Shipwreck 64, with, like the two monsters from Shipwreck 64, that being Horns, with a Z, and, Vulture, so, or just, Reaper, whatever you want to call it, and, Alright, but again, you have to unlock 64 events and stuff, for the Horns, and you have to survive 64 minutes, escape minus 3 minutes, for, Vulture, or Reaper, so, yeah, beings from the Beyond and stuff, and again, the Pig 64 campaign, keep buying the, like, the pin packs, and the plushie, you have 24 days, and, like, to get all of the good stuff, Again, I'm gonna be worrying about, like, all of the rewards and stuff in one video, when we actually get them all and stuff, pretty much, But I'm not gonna get the plushie because, again, like I mentioned before, the Piggy Intensity video, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna try and get those Mater Crocs that are restocking soon and stuff, So, yeah, and I don't want my mom to be wasting, like, too much of her money and stuff. Otherwise, we're gonna be seen on the streets. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, Again, like, another big update for, Piggy in general, Again, Piggy is having just the biggest comeback in, like, from 2024 to 2025, probably even 2026 and stuff, And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna end the video right here and stuff. Again, if you wanna try this out yourself and stuff, be my guest. Game link in the description below and stuff. And if you're gonna buy the plushie as well, I'll also link like the plushie, the pin pack and stuff in the description below as well. So, peace out.